Hi, welcome to part 2 of the clinical swallowing exam. Today, Charity and I are going to be demoing the per oral trials. Hi, Charity. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So today, we're going to be doing a swallowing examination with food. I'm going to be giving you different textures to eat and drink so that I can test how your swallow mechanism functions. I'm going to start by looking inside your mouth real quick, just to see what your normal oral cavity looks like without any food. Go ahead and stick your tongue out. Good, excellent. Go ahead and say ah for me.
Ah.
Good. Charity, at any point in time have you been diagnosed with a swallowing disorder?
No.
Okay. Recently or currently, do you have any pain or difficulty swallowing?
No.
Okay, let's go ahead and continue. First, I'm going to give you a spoonful of water. I'm going to ask you to hold the water in your mouth. At that time, I'm going to palpate your laryngeal area. I'm going to be putting a finger on your larynx, right above your larynx, and then another finger in the anterior muscle belly of your tongue. When I tell you to, I want you to swallow. Okay? Go ahead and take a spoonful of water. Swallow. Okay. Say ah.
Ah.
Good. When I'm asking you to say ah, what I'm doing is I'm testing to make sure that there's no gurgling sound. When the gurgling sound happens, it means there might be food or liquid pooling at the level of your vocal folds. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay. I'm going to ask you to take a sip of water, a small sip of water, out of this glass. And you can swallow as normal. Good. Say ah.
Ah.
Good. Now I'm going to ask you to take a sip out of a straw. Say ah.
Ah.
Good. When I'm palpating your neck, what I'm doing is I'm trying to feel the laryngeal mechanism raising, and that will tell me that you have swallowed. Okay. For this next one, I want you to go ahead and take several sips, like about 3. Good. Say ah.
Ah.
Excellent. So we're going to move on to a thicker liquid. This is a protein shake, and this is at the level of nectar. So I'm going to have you take a sip. Swallow. Okay. And now say ah.
Ah.
All right. Now I'm going to be checking inside your oral cavity to see if there's any residue. Okay. That looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to take several sips. And I'm going to go ahead and palpate again. Say ah.
Ah.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and look again. Go ahead and stick your tongue out for me. Good. All right. So everything is appearing to be functioning properly. So we're going to move on to a thicker, oops, wrong one, a thicker liquid still. So here we have a pudding consistency. So what I'm going to ask you to do is take a small bite of pudding. Give you that. You can feed yourself. Okay, swallow as normal. Okay, and when you're ready, go ahead and say ah.
Ah.
Good. And now I'm going to look again. Okay, when I'm looking inside, I'm trying to see, make sure you're not pocketing any food, which you are not. So I'm going to ask you to take a bigger bite of pudding. Good. Okay, say ah.
Ah.
All right, and I'm going to check again. Looks good. All clean. All right, now we're going to move on to our thinnest solid. So this is a puree of applesauce. So I'm going to ask you to take a small bite of applesauce. Okay. Say ah.
Ah.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and check again. All right, looks good. Okay, we're going to be moving on to our mechanical soft. We have a peanut butter and jelly Uncrustable sandwich. It's pretty squishy. Go ahead and take a small bite, please. I'm going to palpate. Make me work a little bit harder for this one. Okay. Okay. All right. Say ah.
Ah.
Good. I'm going to look again, just to make sure you're not squirreling in anything away for later. Okay. Can I go ahead and stick your tongue out at me? Good. Everything looks good and clean back there. All right. So now we're going to move on to, actually, just kidding. We're going to do a bigger bite this time, or a normal bite that you would take. And when you feel like you've swallowed everything and given yourself a good clean, go ahead and say ah. Or I guess a tongue sweep.
Ah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and look now. All right, good. So now we're going to move on to solids. We have a potato chip, a small potato chip we're going to start with. Okay. And when you're done, say ah.
Ah.
All right, now say ah.
Ah.
Good. Now, want to look again? Okay, everything looks clear. And well, is this like a regular size chip for you?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. All right, so go ahead and eat the chip. And this time we're going to palpate one last time. Good. That was a good chin tuck. Great. We're going to go ahead and take a peek. Okay, and say ah.
Ah.
Good. So my recommendations for you are to continue to eat your normal diet. It looks like you are able to clear your oral cavity, and based on the prolonged vowelization of ah, it sounds like there's no food pooling at the level of your vocal folds. It's important that when you eat that you sit up straight. I didn't have to tell you at the beginning because you have such wonderful posture, but you're going to want to sit up when you're eating and have a neutral head position. Tests like these are important to ensure that you do have a healthy swallow, because the dangers of inhaling food, which is called aspiration, when food goes into your trachea and eventually into your lungs, can cause severe and life-threatening infections like pneumonia.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for working with us. Thanks for watching.